Hi everybody, how are we doing today? Awesome, good. Okay, let's give it one more try. How are we doing today? Awesome, right? I mean, we can't complain, right? It's a good place to be. It's a good time to be. Everything is sort of coming around to finally working for us. So I guess we can't complain, yeah? All right, so my name is Shweta. You can call me Shweta if that's a little difficult for you. And this is a little bit about me. I work with Merck. Merck is a life science, pharma, and electronics company. It is one of the leading science and technology companies in the world. We are perhaps one of the oldest companies in the world. We have a rich legacy of around 354 years. We are a German multinational, we're based in Darmstadt, and I have the privilege to head the global applications landscape for Merck. What does the global applications landscape mean? This includes everything from your marketing and sales, your manufacturing, production, logistics, data analytics, ERP, custom applications, new technologies, and so on. So I have a global team of around 1,000 odd employees who are based out of US, Germany, China, India, and across our production facilities. Ireland, Switzerland, and so on. Apart from this, let's say, full-time job that I have, I also have a passion, and my passion is really water. Anything to do with water, I am there. I love surfing, so when it is the East Coast season, which will start in about 2 months, I am literally there every weekend. When the monsoon starts, I go kayaking in Kerala. When it is, let's say, comparable easy water for me, I also go to Ganga. So Uttarakhand is like my second favorite state. And I also dive, again, water. So everything to do with water attracts me. And that is really where I, let's say, derive my energy to do the awesome things that I can do at work. So, this picture was shot at Nationals where I represented my state. And if 10 years ago you met me and say you were a time traveler, and you showed me this picture, and you said, Shwetnesha, this is you, I would have said, get out of here. This picture was taken recently with my global leadership team. Literally everybody in this picture is actually way more experienced than me, except my Chief of Staff, Purva. Some of them have spent 20 years at Merck. I'm just reaching my 9th year. If you had shown me this picture as that time traveler 10 years ago, I would have said, you're trying to scam me, this is not me, I'm not that person. Right? So that's really the theme of my talk. The world is here. Organizations are putting a lot on stake to progress us. So how do we embrace this? Because equity is easy, right? What is equity? Equity is essentially taking away the barriers to access. Acknowledging that we all start at different places in life. Some of us may have had the privilege to go to world's best schools. Some of us may have earned the privilege to go to the world's best colleges, get a five-star education. Some of us may have the support of a family, this may not. Some of us may have our partners and spouses encouraging us, sometimes even taking a back seat and telling, you go girl, this may not. It's about acknowledging that we are starting out in different places in life, and how do we make an equitable world where everyone, doesn't matter where they start out, gets that chance. So the first thing I leave with you as a takeaway is, get out of your own way. Why couldn't I be a kayaker, a whitewater kayaker? Oh, I don't know swimming. Get out of your own way. Learn to swim. Why can't I lead a global team? I don't have a fancy education. Look for an organization that's not picky about it, that understands that education is not the only superpower. but you know how it is. My manager, look for a new manager. My husband. No, why not? So, what does getting out of your own way lead to? And I just want to give this as an example. Yeah? Getting out of your own way leads to you understanding what were the things that held you back and investing in it. Nobody can do this for you. Right? So for me, coming from a poor family, making choices where you had to choose a school or a college depending on the fee. It was really hard, right? So one thing I really had to work towards was risk, because I'm very conservative. Salary आ रही है account में, खुश हूँ. मेरे को नहीं करना risk, right? I don't want to take risk. Sorry for those of you who don't speak Hindi, but what I said is, the salary is coming into my account. I'm happy. I don't want to take a risk. I don't want to join this fancy startup, no matter what they promise, equity and all that. Yeah. I don't want to go and jump into AI. I don't even know code. Have a code problem. So, I don't even know coding. I don't want to learn AI. What if I suck at it? Right? So, the risk was a big gap for me. And that is what I invested in through my career. You will see titles, you will see years, but really what I invested in was my ability to take risk. And that is what you will see in the sports. I picked up skateboarding, high risk, broke 3 of my teeth. I picked up whitewater kayaking, nearly drowned. I picked up surfing. I have some scars to tell this story. But what these sports taught me was take that risk. Have appetite for risk. Risk was my story, my battle. Yours could be something else totally. Could be publicity. Could be financials, numbers. There are people who are scared of Excel sheets and it stands in their way. Right? So, first thing, get out of your own way and you will see the magic happen. But this requires you to self-reflect, what is it really that is holding you back? So, you got out of your own way, what next? Have the right people around you. Could be friends, could be family, can't choose family unfortunately, but could be the people who surround you, including your organization. Yeah? So let me tell you an example that I learned from whitewater kayaking. So whitewater kayaking is an extreme sport. You are in a kayak, you can barely hold your weight. If you're skilled, it can definitely hold your weight and do much more. But starting out, it can barely hold your weight, right? You are going down river. In a river, there are features. There are holes which will suck you, which will topple you. You may have to swim. Your kayak goes in one direction, your paddle goes in another direction. You are floating somewhere. Who rescues you? Your team. Right? So when you go on a kayaking trip downriver, there is always a hierarchy. The best kayaker goes in the front because they have to do the technical problem solving. That feature is running on too high water today. I don't want to take a left, I want to take a right. I make that decision as a leader, everybody takes right. So the best person needs to do that problem solving. So where do you think the second best person will be? Aren't people here in the room? I did not expect that answer. Many times, and this is I think also the beauty of perspective, right? Sometimes women just get it, huh? So generally the answer I get, and generally I'm not talking to a women or mostly women crowd, generally the answer I get is second person. The second person would be the second best because obviously you want things to go smoothly, right? The correct answer, as you rightly said, is the last. The second best person would be the sweeper. Leader, sweeper. And where do you think the weakest person will be? Okay, how many of you think center? Raise your hands. Okay, any other answers? Behind the leader. Okay, how many of you think behind the leader? Okay, any other answers? Second last. How many of you think second last? Okay. So the winner is. Okay, so it's actually second position, right behind the leader. Why so? Why do you think? I don't know how many of you have done kayaking, even flat water, but just imagine you are in that position. Many of you already have played managerial roles, know at work how these can be adapted, right? So think about it. Why is the weakest person the second? Okay, first here. Follow the leader, okay? Somebody is there to protect them. It's about balancing the team, okay? To improve them, okay? More exposure to learning. The whole team can support the person if they swim. Trust. All of them are correct answers. The weakest person needs to be next to the leader because the leader is the one who's going to make the decisions. The weakest person needs to hear it first. Decisions in a trip like this is made with your paddle. So you raise your paddle and you say go, which means we are ready to go. You say eddy on the right, meaning you have to cross the rapid, quickly turn right into the eddy. You say, okay, we are going to stop, which means we are all going to rest, we are going to find the nearest place to park the kayaks, right? Imagine someone is doing this in a paddle and you are next to them, obviously you see everything. In this kind of boiling water, fast moving water, you are the third, fourth, fifth. You can't even tell whether the guy is doing this, or I should say the girl, could be a girl, right? We don't have that yet. By water community, in India at least, we don't have team leaders who are girls yet. Hopefully it can happen soon. But you want to see what that person is doing. And if you're second, then you see it. And then it is far easier to follow the instructions. And like someone rightly pointed out, if they flip, you have the best person to rescue. Yeah? So this lesson, how does this translate into when you are looking for the right people around you? You want the right people. You want the right swimmer. You want the right organization. I work for several organizations and I can tell you, the right organization will have the right framework for advancement of women. And it doesn't matter if it is women, if it is minorities, if it is leaders of color, the right organizations have the right frameworks. The right organizations are recognized. BED is recognized consistently every year as a global top employer. We are recognized as one of the best employers for women, best workplaces which are women friendly. We are recognized as an equal opportunity employer. Have to look for these tags. You do not want to work for an organization where they say, oh, we are the best, but oh, we don't have a framework for your advancement, sir. You have to look out for these red flags in the hiring process. Can the recruiter talk passionately about his or her organization? Can they tell you what is it, what clearly is the role that you're going to play? Where are you in the hierarchy? There are organizations that are so easy about it. Who are you going to report? I don't know. How big is the team? I don't know. What's your development framework? I don't know. Sorry, not interested. Right? So really look for those organizations which will help you advance. So you got out of your own way, you found an organization, now what? In the introduction, the energetic anchor mentioned all the world is not going to help who are not coming forward. We can talk all about networking. You're meeting so many women here, right? You will go to other conferences, you will see other people. But if you're going to be shy, sitting in one corner thinking, maybe people will come to me, say hello. You have to say networking is actually not very challenging. It's only two things. First, it is having the audacity to get up and say hello. And the second thing, having a follow-up. I can't say hello. What's my next line? And it depends at the kind of interaction I want. If my CEO is in the elevator and I get into that elevator, have I already thought of the 100 different scenarios? Do I know what she spoke about in the latest town hall? I feel so happy that I can say it's a she. Yeah? My group CEO is a she. It's well and very known. If I get into an elevator, I've already thought of the 100 different things that I could tell her, and I have a plan A, plan B, plan C. That's the second thing. That's the hard work. Saying hello is comparatively easy. For introverts, it is hard work, but once you get the knack of it, it becomes easy with practice. But the second part, this is research, this is reading up, this is keeping up with who you want to network. Oh, I know this person attended this event. Maybe I can talk about that event. I know this person is passionate about data analytics. Maybe I can talk about the newest governance framework. Microsoft Copilot, did you see it? Wow. Right? But society doesn't prepare us for this. Right? Because we are always used to someone coming and saying, hi, you look so pretty. Can I take you up? Yeah. So you have to work hard to cover the gap. But you have avenues again. If nothing, I encourage you to try Toastmasters. I've been in it. I served different roles for about a year and a half, and I can tell you, I benefited. So, if you are the types that it is difficult for me, try Toastmasters. And at Merck, we know that this is a gap, and we have invested in creating a Toastmaster community for the Bangalore Center. And these are things, these are things that you have to look out for when I say right people, right organization. These are the things you need to look out for. What do they really do on the ground? Everyone, it is easy to put a LinkedIn post every International Women's Day. We support women. It is difficult to put on the ground initiatives which require money, which require time, which require resources. Right? Okay, so you got out of your own way, you found the right people, and what was the third one? You said hello, now what? It's always a radar that you have to have that scans for opportunities. And opportunities will come. Trust me, because the data says. And you have to let this data work for you. This is the ERP team. I didn't have a fancy picture because it was way back. This is the ERP team that I was part of in 2014. You can literally count the number of women in your hands. This is my team about 3 years back. You see the difference, the number of women. It doesn't happen just like that. We have policies at work that have dedicated attempts to increase women at the workforce. Right? So let the data work for you. Look for your organizational statistics. Do they publish it? We have a very clear statistics. We want to reach 30% of women leadership by next year. We want to reach gender parity by 2030. We want to look at key demographics, Latin America, Middle East, Asia. We want to increase minority or leaders of color presence in the US. It's published on our website, it's published internally, we track, we monitor, we report. In our recruiting, we have a window for leadership roles. First 30 days, only women candidates. You know this, then you can take advantage of it. So seek this data. Look, where is the best opportunity? Then you can convert it. So you let the data work for you, right? You landed yourself in a nice organization, a very good position. What next? Pay it forward. You are now in a position where you can contribute to others who may need to embrace equity. At Merck, the day we had women as part of the leadership, we got together and we put together the IT Women in Leadership program. You cannot run a program for everybody because everybody is at different stages of life. Someone may be a new mother, right now needs to focus at home. Someone may be aspiring, energetic, coming back into the workforce after a 3-year break, wanting to do more, right? You have to look here. What we did is we looked at what is our core problem. Our core problem was not presence of women in the workforce, it was presence of women across leadership levels. So we had role 1, your entry level, where we had a decent number, 22 to 25%. Role 2, numbers dwindled, 18, 15%. Role 3, single digit, I don't want to say it. So the problem was increasing the leadership pipeline. We ran this program specifically for a batch of 15 to 30 individuals every year. We could make change happen on the ground, right? And these are the things that you could trigger in your organizations. You're all ambassadors of this change. So when you go back, see if there is a focus group already. Does your organization have a DEI focus group? Maybe it has a women in leadership group. Go there, volunteer your time, then pay it forward. And my last takeaway, I went too fast. Okay, I think there's a slide miss. Okay, there's no slide miss. Okay, so that's pretty much it. These are my 5 things that I could leave with you, to take back with you, to think about, to reflect, to convert into action items, and work on. Yeah. So I think that's it, pretty much. Yeah. Questions?